come a bit closer.
Get closer, get closer. Okay.
I was saying to
How
Hugh,
close?
I was saying to Hugh earlier that can you remember what year that was in Coventry with the FPGA event? And it was the most viewed video that we did, I think, for the 6 months.
I think it was just
and it
before
wasn't
COVID.
me.
No, well, I don't know. It's always a pleasure chewing the fat with you. But
so come on, tell everyone where you are and why you're here.
Right, well here we are in the University of Northampton, beautiful campus, lovely and green, biodiversity everywhere. We're told there's otters in the rivers, quite amazing. I've never seen one in Northampton, but nonetheless, we're here for a sustainability conference. And it's been quite inspiring to start with. We've just had
Who was the keynote speaker?
It wasn't Graham Norton, it was me, I'm afraid. So obviously the budgets must have been low in the University of Northampton.
Because I think sometimes it's really brave of yourself and Blue Skies, because you explain to the audience that a lot of people here won't know you because you live behind the brand of a retailer. But what you do so much good. But then you're flying all your stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's a reason for that, and we can talk at length, as we have done, the likes of Accra, 5,500 people, an ecosystem of 35,000 people that hang off that. It does so much good, and those planes are flying. Sustainability, your conclusion was that you're positive about the future in this whole area. Is that respect of business? Is that respect of your family? Is that respect of the whole ensemble? Are you positive about sustainability?
I am, although the person that followed me was an Antarctic climate scientist who fundamentally said, you lot better get a move on.
Yeah. So that was Professor Chris Eggle, Pro Vice Chancellor of Water, Energy and Environment for Cranfield University.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got you who's been positive, and he then saying, well, we're already in a.
Well, I mean, he did, but he also did underline, I think, what I feel, which is that it's cautious optimism, and my optimism comes from the fact that the human race. The reason we got to where we are is because we are ingenious, we're creative, we've got imagination, we've got curiosity. And that is my main argument here, is that I believe with that sense of possibility, we will find the solutions. Yep. And they're already appearing, and even little old Blue Skies is experimenting with stuff to find solutions out there. And I think the key thing, and why it's so wonderful to be here today, is collaboration that fosters that creativity to find the solutions.
And you're as bad and as modest as your father, having been blessed to go out to Ghana, seeing what you're doing out there on an environmental and sustainability basis, and that has been replicated. I can see from my travels out there through the rest of Ghana. So for a little business like you to create those ripples in the likes of West Africa, one of the fastest growing areas in Africa, can be but good.
Yeah, you're right, but I do believe as well with initiatives like this, one of the ones we're exploring is whether we can replace the plastic trays with a seaweed compound. And our whole business is centred around adding value at source. So if we can create initiatives locally that add value at source as well as solve these problems, all the better. And in Ghana, for example, but it's across all of our sites, you've got this absolutely brilliant local population that is desperate to find solutions, because really they can be the ones to step in and fill the void for us. So on that particular one, imagine seaweed farms all the way around the coast of Ghana supplying the plastics that our business needs, and you've got this really self-virtuous and self-perpetuating good cycle.
So come on, just wrap up for us. There'll be a number of people who either wanted to start a business or already in a business, or might be coming out of amazing universities like this, and they need to learn from you on this whole sustainability element. What have you learned from your time pre-Blue Skies and now with Blue Skies? What would your advice be as to how we can accelerate this whole sustainability message to create the good? As the last speaker said, there is no plan B. And what's your message to everyone?
I think my first message is that we must stop. Lying is probably too strong, but only telling half the story. And I think business needs to step up and say, like I'm saying today with Blue Skies, we've got so much that's good, but we acknowledge the areas where we've got Achilles' heels, and we need help. So stop being arrogant, be humble, ask for help, work together. And I think if we approach the world in that sense of curiosity, the desire to grow, the desire to improve, not marketing anymore, but actually saying, help us be better, then together we can do amazing things.
Well done, and I love what you said about collaboration. You look at some of the people, I'm chairing a session later on, and I've got the head of governance and sustainability for Aston Martin, and a couple of major construction companies. And what we're going to learn so much within our world of fresh produce, so collaboration.
Across industry, across functions, absolutely.
Excellent.
Exciting.
Hugh, well done, you're brilliant. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.